Yo, what's going on, everybody? What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Whew, it's kind of hot out here. I just saw this news, man. This news, the only thing I can say is wow, 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 wow. Right? Listen, today we thought we are going to be like, okay, we're going to get that news, maybe another here we go. But I don't think anyone expected to have this news, right? Which is really, it's amazing news, right? Nobody expected it, but here it is, man. According to Fabrizio Romano, Jadon Sancho held positive face-to-face meeting with Eric Ten Hag this week, and they have clarified the situation. Both Ten Hag and Sancho agreed to draw the line on their disagreement and move on. Jadon available for preseason games. He's now back in training, right? So again, reports continue saying Jadon Sancho has returned to training with Man United under Eric Ten Hag. It's the first time after issues. So it's the first time he's back after 10 months, right? Before going on loan to Borussia Dortmund, right? This is amazing, guys. This is amazing, right? Let's see. Let me see. I'm checking here on the news. What else is there about Jadon Sancho? Yeah. So everybody, this whole thing is trending. They had positive discussions. So what do you all think about this? Really, Jadon Sancho coming back? Are you happy with it, or is it are you not happy? Leave a comment below. Let me know. Because listen, personally, this, according to all these reporters, right? Fabrizio Romano and pretty much everyone was reporting that Jadon Sancho is at the door, right? He's at the door. But nobody expected this. And the reason being, man, my face. I gotta wipe my face, guys. Ooh. All right, so nobody expected this, all right? And basically it's this. It boils down to money talks, baby. Money talks, right? Man United, obviously, the initial plan was to, offload Jadon Sancho, right? But the problem is we are paying Jadon Sancho way too much money, over 300K, right, a week. Now, not a lot of teams can afford that kind of salary for a player like Jadon Sancho, right? He went to Borussia Dortmund. He did very well, and he disrespect to me. He was very disrespectful, kissing that badge when he signed when he went on loan. That was a no-no, Jadon. That was a no-no. We did not appreciate that, kissing the badge and all this stuff when you went up there. That was disrespectful. Now, fans, you guys watching, all of us willing to, forgive and forget all that. So there's a lot here, because I know there's a lot of people who are not necessarily going to be happy with this, right? Now, obviously, this is also going to be like a teachable moment. It's one of those things that I think that, I know Ineos, Jim, they're not going to do this, but the teachable moment that you cannot sign a 20-year-old player and give him 300 bags, right? Crazy money. Because then if a situation happens, you cannot offload him. The only other place that Jadon Sancho could have gone is Saudi, right? Saudis are the only ones who say, you know what, they have the money. But the thing is, he didn't want to go to the Saudi league, right? It's too early, whatever, so he doesn't want to go there, right? And really, there's no other team that really wanted him, right? He thought like, okay, he gambled, said, okay, I'm not going to apologize. I'm going to do whatever I want, because Ten Hag is going to be at the door. Well, Ten Hag is still here, right? So now everything, after Champions League, of course, he came back a little bit late because he participated in Champions League. So he's back now. And obviously his agent must have been working, trying to get him deals. We saw we were linked. He was linked with Juventus, right? Um, See if a deal can happen there, and it looks like that is not going to happen because again, that salary, teams cannot afford him. So now we are really stuck with him. So and also according to other reports that I see here is look, Jadon Sancho has history with Jason Wilcox, right? I believe, yeah, history with Jason Wilcox. I think in their time at Man City Academy. So could it be like Jason Wilcox, you know, said, you know what, listen, or Sir Jim, they said, look, guys, we have to come to an agreement here. Do you think that they pressured Ten Hag to say, you know what, Ten Hag, we cannot sell him. You have to keep him, right? Now again, Ten Hag. I don't see that he's one of those managers who can be pressured to take a player that he doesn't want, right? Because I mean, he obviously he's stuck with his guns. He demanded some of the coaching stuff that he wanted, and he's getting that. So I don't think Ineos would have pressured him to take him. Obviously, it must have been like obviously a business decision. There's nobody else who can afford him. What's up, Mohammed Ibrahim? Welcome, welcome. Smash a like, people, as you're coming in. Smash a like, hit that subscribe if you're new. All right. We're talking about Jadon Sancho coming back. Let me know if you guys like this. Okay. Smash a like if you like Jadon Sancho coming back. All right. So listen. So do you think that Ten Hag was pressured? Say, hey, you know what? You got to take this guy back. Or again, it could have been just a business decision saying, you know what, at this point, there's nothing we can do. We are stuck with him, so you got to integrate him back into the team, right? Now, again, what does that do to the rest of the team, right? Imagine this. Jadon Sancho showed that player power kind of thing. Like, listen, I believe what I did is right. I'm not going to apologize and forget it, right? So he did. He stuck with his guns. And now being brought back into the team, what kind of example is that showing to, the rest of the team members, right? Or some of those young players, what example is that teaching them? Because they cannot feel that, listen, you can just talk or do whatever you want to the team, and eventually because you're getting paid big bucks, you can just come back, right? So what kind of precedent is that setting? So there's a lot of things going on here. And also another thing, guys, listen, with Jadon Sancho coming back, again, he's going to be considered as one of the senior members of the team now, especially for the young guys coming in, right? So he sets an example, right? So with him coming back, I really, okay, so we did see that, okay, he did really well when he was playing for Borussia Dortmund. He definitely has the skill set he has, but does he have that drive to fight for that shirt? Because honestly, he doesn't. I don't know. He needs to earn the right to put on that jersey again, because he kind of lost that right, because first of all, when we're injury prone, he didn't want to play. He decided to play FIFA online with one of us, playing online instead of you saying, you know what, swallow my pride, boss, Ten Hag, I'm sorry, let's move on, because the team needs me. No, he didn't do that, right? He didn't do that. He just simply said, you know what, forget it, I'm going to stick to my guns. It is what it is, right? So that can be another issue that a lot of people may have a hard time forgiving and forgetting, right? I don't know about you guys. Let me know what you guys think about this. Leave a comment. Let me know what you feel, right? Having Jadon Sancho back integrated with the team, right? Yes, it does feel like here we go again today, the same as yesterday, right? Because honestly, he feels like a new player to us, right? Because he's coming in. We didn't have him almost 10 months, right? So he feels like a new player, honestly. And so basically, we're going to be really stacked on that wing, because now you have on the right wing, maybe you have Jadon Sancho, Garnacho, you have Ahmad, you have Anthony, right? So those are four. So for sure, we're not bringing in another winger, right? So again, it could have been a situation like, okay, with us losing, we're not able to get Olise and Jadon Sancho being there. Ineos were like, you know what, man, let's not spend any more money when it comes to wingers. Let's figure out a way of making it work with Jadon Sancho, right? So I mean, it's weird. I don't know how, like, when they met Ten Hag, I would like to be a fly in that meeting room to see how they squashed it. Because initially we thought, like, look, if this guy's going to come back, we thought that he's going to have to apologize to the whole team because he not only disrespected the manager by making that post saying that he was being used as a scapegoat, right? He disrespected his fellow team members, right? Because the whole team needed him. We were struggling, man. We had injuries everywhere, and this dude decided, you know what? Nah, I'm good right here. I'm gonna chill at home and get paid, right? I'm gonna train with the kids. I'm good with that. So what measures are they going to be taken? You know, I wonder if Dan Ashworth and everybody, they came up with a plan to say, okay, Jaden, before you, I don't know, join the team, you got to say something to the squad, you know, because ideally you want to. You cannot just walk in just chilling. Okay, people, let's go. Start working out with the rest of the team. Nah, he has to say something. Like, yes, he's a very popular figure at Carrington, and a lot of the players and a lot of people liked him, right? But he still has to say something. It is to apologize, right? To the rest of the team members. Bruno is not back yet, so you got to talk to Bruno. Yeah, I know his boy Rashford is happy that Jaden is back. Of course, they're buddies. Again, something we need more information. We need more information. What happened, right? When he came back, maybe there's some videos or something they're gonna come out later on showing exactly, okay, what transpired when he came back. Did he just pull into Carrington? Went to the Ten Hag's office. They sat in there, talked, and then boom, they rolled out. He put on his training gear, and then they went straight to training. I don't think it happened like that way. Something must have been, okay, guys. You know what? Jaden is back. All right. Let's hash this out. Let's talk about the team. That way to eliminate that weirdness, right? The awkwardness that could be going on. All right. When it comes to the team, yes, he could be definitely a key figure for the team because we need depth, right? We need depth. Today we saw that United, they're probably trying to sign 3 center defenders, right? Delit, Euro, and Bruntwick, right? So we need depth. Now, of course, if we sign all those 3, Maguire and Lindelof, they'd be like, what's going on here, right? So maybe they're going to be going. So Ineos, what they're trying to do here is to make sure that Ten Hag has no excuses, right? Ten Hag has no excuses. He's going to have depth, okay? Now, who is going to be a starter in that right wing position? Are you going to start Jadon Sancho? I don't know. To me, I will start Ahmad, man. Let Jadon Sancho sit on the bench there for a little bit. He can think about things, right? Before, don't just throw him straight into the as your starter. I don't want that. Now again, with Ten Hag, if he does something like that, would he be considered a little bit petty? He'd be like, listen, no. Don't think you can just walk into this team after leaving for 10 months. Sit on the bench for a little bit, right? I hope he does something like that because, listen, people, like, he has to learn, man. He has to learn that his attitude is key, and misbehaving won't be tolerated, especially with this new structure that we have. And I read something that Dan Ashworth, he's trying to have that peace and harmony type of environment in that team, right? He doesn't want these dramas everywhere, leaks and all this beef when it comes to managers and players, none of that stuff. So maybe next season we may have a smoother team with less of these dramas coming out of the locker room, and because of the structure that is there, which is really good, right? So maybe that could be the reason why, what, Jaden has agreed, and agreed to squash it. That way he can come back and play. But again, it could be that what, he knows nobody wants him, right? And if nobody wants you, the only way you can go is home, and yeah, he comes home, um, and it is what it is, right? So, guys, this thing is all crazy, but I just want to jump in here to hear what you guys have to say about Jaden Sancho coming back to Carrington. Not only Carrington, coming back to Old Trafford, being integrated. So, Jaden Sancho, most likely, he is going to stay for next season, right? Let me know if you guys like this, don't like this. Do you feel like he should be kicked out of the team? Do you feel like he should continue training with the kids, eating lunch by himself? Because that's how he was when he got kicked out the first time. This man was training with the kids, using the locker room with the kids all by himself and stuff. So, do you think forgive and forget? Give the man a second chance, and also, right? Think about it this way: is he really going to show us something that we haven't seen before? Right? Are we really going to see like the Jaden Sancho from why we signed him the first time? When he was at Dortmund. Are we going to see that? Because when he puts on that jersey and steps on that field, he really has to show the Man United community, all of us, that listen, he wants to fight for that badge. Because right now we see him as a flip-flopper. He was kissing Dortmund badge. We feel like he doesn't really feel like he wants to be there. And right now we want players that want to be there. Players that feel that when they put on that jersey, they put on that badge, when they kiss the badge, they believe it, right? Player like Lisandro Martinez, look at him, that man wants to be there. He wants to fight for that badge. He wants to win, right? So are we going to see that from Jadon Sancho? Because that's what a lot of us are going to be looking at, right? Because if he's not giving it his all, if he's not tracking back, if he's not going in for those tackles, if he's not giving 100%, then you know what? He will have a lot of fans will be on his case. And we know, like, especially with online social media and all that stuff, he's very, big on social media. Listen, people are going to be on his case. Just like the way folks were on Rashford last season, they're going to be on his case. So really, he has a point to prove, and I really hope that by having a point to prove, he's going to show it on the field and deliver. That's what we want. Simple. We want people to deliver when they're on that field, because hey, there's always that next player out there who can take your position, right? Because it's really not fair for a player like Ahmad right now thinking like, okay, this season could be his breakout season. Now Jadon Sancho's back. So if he's back, then Ahmad again is going to be kind of put back in the back burner a little bit, right? So listen, I don't know. You guys let me know. Who would you start Jadon Sancho? Who would be your right winger to start in case, the first day of the season, right? Who would you start? Are you going to start Ahmad, Sancho, Anthony, or Rashi? Let me know on that right wing especially, because I know left, come on, it has to be Garnacho starting, right? Now, according to this report that, what's his name? Jadon Sancho, he's not going to be available for the next preseason game that's coming up against Rosenborg, I think, because, he just got back, so he's not that fit yet. But after that game, the next game that we're playing is Monday. So after the Monday game, then he's going to be available. So we'll see, right? So guys, listen, smash a like, hit that subscribe. I was jumping in here real quick to give you a shout out to see how you guys are feeling about this whole Jadon Sancho thing. So I will talk to you on the next one. Hopefully, the next one will be like a here we go, for real, right? Maybe a delete, here we go. We'll see. All right, people. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you all. Peace out.